Amazon, like this one next to me, are great for hydroelectricity, but lately there's been a lot of controversy around them.
Welcome back to Channel 2 News. Today we have breaking news from the Amazon about dams. People say that dams will benefit the rainforest, not only for people but also for animals and fish.
But we have discovered some shocking evidence that proves this isn't true. Despite the negative impact on the surrounding, local government has decided to continue planning more hydroelectric dams. This map shows the numerous planned projects in the Amazon basin.
In order for the dams to be built, workers must clear out land for their equipment. Behind me, the land has already been flattened and temporary roads have been made.
The locals of the Mandaruku tribe fear that the land will be flooded and ruined. The tribal chief has something to say about it.
Mentindo, né? Não tem lugar onde foi feita a barragem dizendo que o povo foi beneficiado e o povo hoje em dia está passando bem, né? Não tem.
As you can tell, the locals are not happy with the Brazilian government and they want their land to stay safe and not flooded.
In order for the Brazilian government to build dams on the river, they have made a deal with the locals that they will provide them with better health posts, schools, and roads. But so far, none of the promises have been met.
As the government has not been able to meet their promises, it has forced the natives to move from their home and leave all that they had made and done with it. They've lost all access to rivers, which means they can't fish and use it as a road.
Because of these dams, fish who need to swim upstream can't. Before the dams were built, they could freely swim wherever they wanted, but now the dams block them from swimming. And although some include areas to allow fish to get through, there's no guarantee they will find them. This is an example of a passageway. The fish can travel through, but not all can find their way to it.
Fish aren't the only things blocked by the dams. Sediment from the Amazon could get trapped in the Andes Mountains, which could affect local food supplies and even the climate. This is what could happen if sediment is blocked.
Not only might sediments get stuck in the Andes, the dams will pollute the air more than the power plant does.
As that can harm plants, animals, fish, and even people. The dams can be very dangerous. Now over to Brian with Yasmin Eduarda.
Hello, Yasmin. I have a few questions about the dams. How do you feel about dams being built in the Amazon?
They supply great electricity for me and my family, but as lover of nature, I fear many animals will suffer from the dams.
How do you think these will affect the environment and people?
I think both the environment and the people will be affected greatly. I have heard that the Mandaruku tribe will lose their land and all that's with it, and I find it unfair.
Thanks for answering these questions.
When the dams are built, the ecosystem can change in a very negative way. The river levels can drop dramatically, which could cause fish and the plants to lose their home, just like the Mandaruku tribe. This, which happened to the Chinese, could easily happen to the Amazon.
Because the flow of nitrogen and phosphorus is being blocked, plants can't grow as these are important for them. Without plants, oxygen couldn't be produced, a big problem for human life.
As you know, earthquakes can cause drastic damage. But if an earthquake was to happen near a dam, it could cause massive flooding. This would result in loss of homes, plants, and trees. Without the trees, the air would definitely be polluted, like was mentioned before. Behind me is a dam that was affected by the earthquake.
Most rivers in the United States do not have dams. One reason is definitely their size, but also the negative effects they have on the ecosystem. The U.S. government is taking some of the dams down. So as you can see, North American rivers don't usually have dams, so why are people in the Amazon building them?
Despite this evidence, hydroelectric projects are still debated on whether or not the cost is worth it for the benefit. Perhaps one day we can find a better solution that doesn't involve as many of these negative impacts on our planet.
With many people being impacted, I hope that soon a better solution will be found. That's it for today on Channel 2 News. I'm Brian.
And I'm Angie.
We'll be back again tomorrow with a new story.